This is either the most polite audience I've ever seen, or I'm the only Mets fan in the room. I mean, come on. Citi Field, Jane, is on fire tonight. So good evening, everybody. It's my distinct honor to introduce my good friend, Julie Sweet, tonight, who's the chair and chief executive of Accenture. It's also my distinct pleasure to see her receive the CED Distinguished Leadership Award. There's a word in the title of the award that caught my attention, and it wasn't leadership, even though leadership's incredibly important. It was the word distinguished, a word that has multiple meanings and usages, and one can distinguish oneself, which Julie has done so well over her entire career, and I've had the privilege of seeing the recent years with her at Accenture, but she had a meteoric rise to partner at a law firm, Cravath, and but she took a bold move to become the general counsel of Accenture, but the board quickly realized all of Julie's enormous potential, her vision for the future, and her ability to transform, and became the chair and CEO. But you can also distinguish something from something else, and I think Julie's done that in an amazing way compared to so many business leaders across the world, and there's several reasons why. And I can offer a personal testimony to that. The first time I met Julie, I liked her immediately, but I said, Julie, there's just one thing you need to know about me. I don't like consultants, none of them. I still don't, but Julie's an exception. She didn't take it as an insult, she kind of went with it. But I think she understood why, which is, like, how do you actually distinguish yourself as an individual that actually cares about outcomes for other companies, other people? And so she not only took it as a challenge, but I think she's actually built her entire company around that entire principle. She's met challenges, helped companies. No one could have ever predicted during one's tenure that you're going to lead through a pandemic. But Julie not only did that with incredible courage, she improved her company, she invested in her company, and she actually made it an enormous objective to do as much for other companies, including AIG, as she possibly could. And so navigating through that was something that not only did she focus on the investment side, but more importantly is how do we actually transform and improve businesses during this period of time? And she did that for so many countless CEOs and so many companies. Also, you can distinguish yourself amongst things, and I want to just point that out, that there's more than just leading an organization of the size of Accenture, but if you're truly leading, investing, and doing things in demanding times like today, again, you need to have courage. And so she's been, look, this was easy for me because I could list 50 things that she's done, but when I look at the priorities of building on a fundamental pillar of learning and how important that is to Julie and how she's driven that culture at Accenture, she's committed more than $1 billion to professional development to upskill Accenture's employees. While so many companies are pulling back, she's pulling forward. And that's evident in terms of what she's done for the company. Accenture's trained more than 4 million leaders in the broader community through Accenture's Skills to Succeed program, led by Julie with a lot of passion. She's demanded inclusivity as a bottom line necessity. And today, Accenture is on track to reach gender parity globally by 2025, with women now making up more than 30% of its managing directors. It's this kind of leadership that Julie emulates, the blend of excellence, confidence, and always humility, and it sets her apart and above so many leaders in the world. It's no surprise that she's been recognized as Time's 100 most influential people and as one of Fortune's most powerful women in business. So please join me in welcoming Julie Sweet to the stage to receive the 2024 CED Distinguished Leadership Award.